Now Elon created a Doge currency, crypto, to loot out defense contracts while he cuts welfare for blacks and Latinos. No more food stamps for blacks and Latinos, but they can doge out their pockets and fatten their pockets and doge out government contracts. Right, Alito? Unlimited campaign, unlimited capitalism run amok. While the slot machines of Trump's Oval Office is the seventh wonder of the world. Well, now they can use world liberty to launder it through Doge, while they launder it through stock exchange of Murdoch's business news. Cable televisions, while they pump the stocks, pump and dump, while they create basically Ponzi scheme currencies, and they only make up for themselves while they merge into hostile takeovers of other board corporations. And you start to see that America is nothing but a Ponzi scheme for oligarchs to doge their pockets and doge out the White House like the seventh wonder of Taj Mahal casinos, while Trump's slot machines is running amok, while world liberty is better than American Express. Don't leave home without it. Right? Y'all cut the food stamps off of Africans and blacks and doge out contracts for yourselves. Through the back door, that is. Through the back doors of good old boy backroom deals. You know, this is to balance the budget. 2.5 trillion saved off of the backs of Africans and Latinos by starving them to death and no food stamps for them. But they, through the back door, they peg Bitcoin to the Treasury Department of the Stock Exchange. Through Wall Street, Trump and Elon makes out like robber barons with Ponzi scheme cryptos. Now, while Trump tariffed the whole world, now y'all can make the Oval Office Rose Garden into an auctioneer for the highest bidders. Now, where corporations abroad, because they want to curry favor, like this is some type of Oval Office auction every fucking day at the Rose Garden. Hey, who got $1 billion here, $1 billion here? Can I have $1 billion here, $1 billion here? Can I get 200 billion? Can I get 100 billion over there? Can I get 100 billion over there? Every fucking day, spread eagle for the love of money in that Oval Office. Prostification for the highest bidder. Unlimited capitalism run amok for Judge Roberts even. Spread eagle. Tip the scales over. Too much money for them scales to bear. Balanced, that is. So you start to see how capitalism has run amok as a prostitute for the highest bidder. That Oval Office is his Taj Mahal, seventh wonder of slot machines for world liberty. Liberty, liberty, better than American Express. Don't leave home without it. Pump, pump, pump and dump, Maria Barbarossa, Fox Business News. Murdoch, you're in there with the good old bandwagon of Trumpery, ain't you? This is exactly how America is spread eagle. Instead of olive branches, you have Bitcoin branches. Right, Judge Roberts? That's one branch. The Oval Office is another one. You can fit a very big round coin in that Oval Office. That round Oval Office. It could be Uncle Scrooge McDuck coin safe, where Trump is swimming like Scrooge McDuck, trying to find his lucky dime. While they're living off the dimes of poor blacks and Latinos off of food stamps. Hey, can I get $1 billion here, $200 billion here? Now all leaders and their corporations can fuck the Oval Office wide leg open for liquidity exchanges. And to this country comes to the bottom line of stock exchange. Hey, the penile stature is for intercourse with that Oval Office. Even asinine backdoors. So now Trump can tariff the whole world into submission in the hopes that they will be safe, like Allstate. Are y'all in safe hands? While Trump pumps up the stocks through Murdoch business corporate news. Ave Maria, Paparazzi, play the music. And while they enrich themselves as oligarchs, they can extort the world with 100% tariffs. They can annex Canada and Greenland and even divide and conquer Western Europe for the love of greed, of trumpery. Look it up in the dictionary, trumpery. You see the reflection of this chief and commander, this cocksucking penal violator of the constitution of this nation. Heroically speaking, he sits in that Oval Office with a fat tush, thinking that he can tear off the world, and they will all kiss the ring at the Rose Garden. Can I get a billion out of here, billion out of here? All states are y'all in safe hands. All states are y'all in safe hands. Tariffs, 100% tariffs all around the world. Canada, we're gonna take your territory for the love of Exxon and Texaco and Icon gas refinery biz. We're gonna backstab Britain. We're gonna topple Germany and France economies. All states. Y'all need World Liberty cryptos. World Liberty cryptos here in the Oval Office. Rose Garden. Hey, can I get a $1 billion here, $1 billion here, $1 billion? What leader wants to bet $100 billion here? What leader wants to bet $1 trillion here, $1 trillion going once? Can I get two? Can I get $2 trillion? Sold to that sovereign leader over there. Now the next thing, an auction block. And so you see how it keeps on going. Capitalism run amok for the love of spread ego in that Oval Office. Like a prostitute. Like a prostitute. All that will enter the heavens will be the scarlets and the maidens. The love, the chosen one, the Trump Bible, better than the art of the deal, better than God, better than the constipation of the shit of this nation, better than the penal that always fucked the little man on welfare. Up their asses as they asininely argue in courts that have no ears but only for the rich and famous and the power. Right, Judge Roberts? That floats your panties underneath that robe. Your mega speedos. Nice and red satins. Spread eagle. Where there's a branch of cryptocurrencies. World liberty, better than all states, all states in the world. I will tariff you 100% if you don't put up high bets. We would cripple your economies. We will topple your nations economically. We will impoverish the whole world for this world liberty cryptos. Now, can I get a $1 billion here, $1 billion here? Can I get a $2 billion here? Can I get here a trillion? Can I get a $1 trillion? Come on, Murdoch. Ave Maria. Ave Maria Barbarossa. Pump those stocks. Fight for the highest values of pump and dump. While they skim doged out the back door, cryptos. And they merge like car icon degenerates pirates. They call it activism of perversion. Gambling, that is. You know, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to run away, know when to hide. You never count your blessings while you're sitting in that Oval Office. There'll be plenty of time to count when the game is done and the keys are tossed away, when you tossed into that prison for life. I never thought dodging pockets can get that fat with cryptos. Through the back doors of the stock exchange, on Time magazine, as the bell rings. The markets are liquidity of a jerk-off president, liquidating all the nations on earth with 100% tariffs, while they doge themselves through the stock exchange of cryptos. The whole world falls apart for the love of one man's greed, one man's liberty, to take from the rest of the world just so they can doge themselves fat like robber barons. Oh yes, Judge Roberts, this is immunity. Pure immunity of the penal, liquidity, penal statutes, while they fuck the Constitution, while they fuck the amendments of the Bill of Rights. This is spread eagle, Chief and Commander style. Chief and Commander style. You know, they say sparrows don't resemble an Oval Office, seventh wonder of the world, the Trump Taj Mahal. slot machines, where all you will get is cryptos of World Liberty coins and Doge coins, where the whole world is torn apart by one man's greed on the world stage, and every parasite that will drive his coattails. Yes, this is official acts of a president on the world stage. So fuck you, Judge Roberts, and all your fucking right-wing judges in that Supreme Court of a penal statutes. Y'all can all get fucked with it with the art of the dildo like rubber dildos sit on it. It's better than the Bible, better than God, better than mega madness of Trumpery. Your God. Your God. Conservative Bibles. Buy Trump Bibles everywhere you go. Save America pack. Save America pack. Or may I say Save America's cunt while Trump grabs it and move on it like a bitch. This is pure, unfettered liquidity where everybody gets fucked at Trump's jerk-off expense on the world stage. Liberty, liberty. Don't leave home without it. It's better than America Express. And when Trump stands in that Oval Office, terrifying the whole world for his world liberties. It's nothing better than to doge it out the back door to the stock exchange. But these are official acts. I didn't know that the Supreme Court right bench was prostitutes for the love of money, for the love of liquidity. They were whores, all of them. Judge Roberts, Alito, Gorsuch, Clarence Thomas, all of y'all are sluts for the love of money. These are official acts, by the way, and official comments. My freedom of speech. My freedom of speech. And no, you might say I don't have immunity to speak, but fuck you, Judge Roberts, and what you think is immunity and what's not. This, that, and the other thing for the gift of gab and the Tower of Babel that y'all call Trumpery. But at the end of the day, Roberts, if everything has immunity, then why not throw out the law books to begin with? Why have courts to begin with if everything is to be immune? So fuck you, Judge Roberts, and your panties, Speedos of mega red satin Speedos. And for all y'all Republican judge, even the uppity Clarence Thomas, you love the art of the deals for real estate friends, don't you? You go on camping trips, you get cars, houses, gifts for real estate developments. You'll fit right in with Trump's friends. Take your QAnon bitch of a wife and tell her to read the Trump Bible and say that the art of the dildos is better to fuck God with it. It's better than Martin Luther King, even. I had a dream speech for the love of liquidity. January 6th was a beautiful day, Judge Roberts. It was an excited day, where Trump emptied out the prisons and gave America his worst. The type of things you say are official acts of bullshit, Roberts, of bullshit. Spread ego, prostitutes, spread ego. And all three branches recognizes that it's all equaled out now. It's equally balanced. They're all for the take. Can I get $1 billion here, $1 trillion here? Can I get $2 trillion here? Where the world leaders can come and rape America? Because Trump is trying to rape the world. So now the only way the auctioneer the Oval Office is to rape it like a spread eagle. Embargo the whole fucking nation. If this mockery of a nation tries to tear up the world, let the whole world dry up the stock exchange. To show the whole world cannot be raped and pillaged and plundered by one man's greed of ambition. Oh, I'm going to take so much. I'm going to keep on taking. I'm going to take so much that my supporters are going to get tired of me taking. But I'm going to keep on taking until I make America great again. Roberts, fuck you and your mega ambitions. As far as the penal statutes, before you fuck us out the Bill of Rights. As citizens, that is. As all of the citizens of this land. So these are official acts by Judge Roberts in the courts. So now we're going to take and liquidate Canada for the love of pipelines of Exxon and all the oil companies like Core Icons, gas refinery businesses, and Texaco and Exxon and every oil company in Trump's pockets. Now we're going to break Britain in half. Brexiteers, we break you in half. That says Trump. That says Trump. We'll Trump over y'all. And we'll take Canada and Greenland and the Panama Canal and the Gulf of Mexico, where maybe Trump can change it from the Gulf of Mexico of the Gulf of America. He'll probably change it to the Gulf of Mar-a-Lago, where all the special interests of super yachts can park their yachts at the Gulf of Mar-a-Lago to see Trump's golf tournaments. Gluttony, Judge Roberts. Do you want to be invited to a golf game every once in a while with Clarence Thomas? To the Gulf of Mar-a-Lago. Or may I say, better than the White House, the Winter White House. Why stay in the White House when you can actually disavow the White House, liquidate it, and relocate it to Mar-a-Lago? And even then, as an official act, annul the Constitution, toss it out the window, burn it. It doesn't mean shit. It's speculative stocks. It's derivatives. Then you can crown King Trump of the Republic, like Kash Patel, running around schizophrenically, looting everything to find skiffs to hide the criminalities of business deals of Trumpery, with his trinkets of real estate deals, reading out the Mueller report. Roberts, he saw official acts to overthrow the government in January 6th. But you had the slightest clue, prostitute Roberts, because you was the first one to sit on the art of the dildos, which conservative has. Do you have hemorrhoid lobes? Stems that looks like the 3 branches made out of old hickory dickory? Huh? Do I have to shiver your timbers? Do you ever get up from that bench and ever feel the anchoring of an old hickory hemorrhoids? Constipationally, that's speaking. Because it seems to me you don't have the slightest clue what is an official act and what is not an official act. So now, Doge. You ever seen Beavis or Butthead? Butthead is Baswami. Beavis is Leave It to Beaver, Elon Musk. And now everybody lines up of special interest through the doors of Congress, and they all know that it's for the highest biddings. Doging, cutting down $2.5 trillion off of food stamps, off of Obamacare for the blacks and Latinos. While they doge out special interest lobby liquidity, speculations that says through the halls of Congress, like the stock exchange. Speculations. No reporter has the slightest clue on how to report the truth because they're all in it for commercial advertisements. While you watch the news, corporate news, cable news, while you watch Wall Street through Fox News, conservative news, while they cheer on Trump like he's better than God, better than the Bible, his order the deals. Or may I say, the Trump Bible, better. Doesn't it sound that way? As he descended down from the ivy towers at the Trump Tower in those golden escalators, like a chariot, like a god, manifest bullshit. Mega madness. Trump and Fox go together like a horse and carriage. This, I told Murdoch, secession. Huh? Don't bicker over everything. At the end of the day, you will all get indicted and be imprisoned, along with Elon, along with Trumpery, full of Trumpery. Judge Roberts, we would impeach you off the bench like a charlatan of a grift. You know, in Spanish, charlatan means a clown, a jackass, a pendejo, that thinks that they have the right to be on a bench as a dictatorial ruler with your selfish opinions to enslave the rest of the republic, Chief Justice. You know, you ain't no different with that toga and the Senate of Congress, of that Capitol Mount. They try to emulate the Roman empires narrow-mindedly like Nero, fiddling away with stock exchange of world liberty while the whole of Rome, and may I say America, nowadays burns. I'm going to tear off the world, Trump says, until they all give in and kiss the ring, while he puts a crown on himself and rises up to the heavens like to fight with God, because his art of the deal is better than the throne of God. Like January 6th was better than Martin Luther King, and I had a dream. But they almost hanged his vice president, but he said after the fact, I can see why they wanted to hang him. Judge Roberts, you get where I'm going with this injustice argument. Do you see where I'm going with this? Up your skirt, up your ass, up your art of the deal conservative right-wing bench. See, because a long time ago, Trump grabbed Lady Justice by the pussy because she was not looking. She was blinded from the fact as he moved on her like a bitch, like a venomous snake, like a tender woman, and y'all took them in and let him rape Lady Justice, as an official act, that is, as chief and commander, for the second time. 2.0, 2025 project. Now Canada has to worry about building a wall to keep out the illegal Trump criminals, rapists, lowlives, varmints that are trying to poison and infiltrate and ruin the land of Canada. But he knows how to take. That's all he knows how to do. Is to take until his supporters get so tired of him taking. But he has no limit to his gluttony of greed. So he's going to keep on taking till the rest of the world bow down and praise him like the God on earth. And then he can crown himself the God of money. And he could tariff the world 100% if they don't buy his Trump currency. So yes, Judge Roberts, since these are official acts, I will ask the whole world to dry up the stock exchange. No more stocks, but sand dust. No more liquidity on New York. No matter how much Trump puts himself on the cover of Time magazine in the front of the stock markets. But see, Judge Roberts, this is when the world said, we don't give a fuck about what you think is an official act or what you think is above the law for immunity for all nations to be raped and pillaged and plundered while Lady Justice is grabbed by the pussy and moved on like a bitch by a venomous snake that you call Trumpery. Tuck me in, oh tender woman, tuck me in, says Lady Justice Roberts. Tuck me in. While Trump's venomous snake oil remedies, sneaks in for a second term. Wow, they launder their pockets, the oil interests of America, to annex Canada for the love of pipelines. And backstab Royal Dutch, or when they say Shell Oil. While they backstab BP, or may I say Britain, while they Brexit and they stick a knife into Britain to annex Canada for the love of oil racketeering. Tuck me in, oh tender woman, says the venomous snake oil peddler. Like Rockefeller's father, Trump is worse than that. But these are official acts under a constitutional government. More constipated that they haven't took a shit since the Constitution was formed. In that international hotel, or may I say, the Liberty, the Constitutional Hall in Philadelphia? Because I almost got it confused. But constitutionally, these are official acts. And the Supreme Court justices, because they are venomous snakes at the end of the day. All of them. Not one branch that the snake won't climb up of snake oil remedies, of Trumpery. Not one branch of this venomous snake to tuck in Lady Justice while she sit by the fire as Nero Trump burns Rome. Or may I say Mitch McConnell, how you doing nowadays? Oh, Lindsay, Southern Scarlet in Trump's Casablanca. Yes, a degenerate casino, the seventh wonder of the world, that Oval Office with a slot machine that he calls the Resolution Desk. You know, the Bill of Rights is supposed to say that everybody's created equal with unalienable rights. but that went off the door and got burnt while that tender woman sat by the fireplace for a second term with a venomous snake as an official act. Lady Justice never should have been that gullible to take in a venomous snake like J. Donald Trump.